Hi. In the previous videos, I showed you how you can use Infranodus to import the news and information about the financial markets and analyze them using the graphs. I showed you some advanced graph analysis techniques and how you can reveal the news that are maybe not so visible, but that can be relevant to you using the graph and getting to them using the nodes that are relevant. In this video, I'm going to show some of the advanced analysis techniques that might be interesting for you. So first of all, I want to point your attention to the special feature inside Infranodus that shows the network structure. And this is usually a good detector of the hype that is happening at the moment. So if the structure is diversified or if the mind viral immunity is high, that means that there are several topics represented at the same time and none of them overtakes the other too much. So here we see that people are talking about a lot of different stuff. And while, of course, there's a lot of focus in the crypto community on the subject of Bitcoin, we still, have other topics like Ethereum Berlin update, hedge funds investing millions into crypto, the prices, and so on. Right? If we compare it with some other news source, so for example, we will import some of the Twitter data now on crypto and see what the structure of the discourse is in there. So I type in crypto, choose most popular conversation. It's going to import the most popular tweets that contain crypto from the last week, right? And show us the graph. You see it's even more diversified. It's dispersed. So that means that there is also no panic happening at the moment. People are talking about different kinds of stuff. And, there is not one topic that overtakes the other. If you had this parameter on the left, it would be red, it would be biased. So here it would say that the network structure is biased. That means that there is too much focus on one topic, and that could indicate that the attention is shifting or there is some urgency in the markets or in the discourse at the moment. So this would be one way to analyze this information, which could be maybe interesting for you. Another way is to also look into the inside panel here. So for instance, here I have a graph of the latest news on crypto from today, I think, right? And the inside panel shows the structural gap. So the two clusters here, they're a bit of similar color, but actually they're two different clusters that could be connected, but are not very well connected. And this usually indicates what could be happening, but is not yet happening, or how you could make connections between different pieces of news that other people are not making, but that could give you some interesting insights. So for instance, here, one of them is talking about Coinbase listing, okay? And then the other one is talking about hedge funds investing millions into crypto coins and also into Coinbase shares, actually. So we see that, okay, there's an interesting connection between, actually can click reveal the gap and see the gap. There's an interesting connection between these two news. They're also shown here, statements to link, when you click on that button, that NASDAQ allocates Coinbase reference price ahead of the listing, and then also how Donkey attracts 2 million from leading investors to build its farming platform. What we see is that basically there's a lot of capital flowing into the crypto at the moment, and that means that it's probably going to grow as the hedge funds are starting to invest. So that would give us an idea about the general trend that's happening at the market. Another way to analyze that can be pretty interesting is here. I accumulated the news during a certain period of time using this feature here, which is live, and then you can set it to update hourly and to append. So every time it's being added, right? And then you see the general graph, and then you click on the filter here, and then you can see how the discourse evolved over time, what was appearing. And you see it goes Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Coinbase, and then it starts to build up around the other subject. So this could be also, can make it smaller a bit to see, which topics tend to reoccur. This can be a really nice and interesting way to see how the discourse evolved over time, and if there was one topic all the time overtaking the other, or if it was actually pretty diverse. And this is also a very good indicator to see the trends and the hype that's happening at the moment. So here you can find it in the filter panel.